Hello and welcome to this week's vlog. It is Tuesday. Surprise, surprise, I haven't read anything yet this week. But not surprisingly, I will be carrying on, I should say, The Hurricane Wars by Thea Guanzon. If you watched last week's vlog, I am 54% of the way through this book. It is an enemies to lovers, set in a fantasy world where two rivals at the side of a war may have to work together, do have to work together to eradicate a bigger enemy. Now, I did end last week with theories on two potential characters. I did ask Ada and Sophie, because they've read this book, if certain characters come back or are more involved, potentially spoilerish there, trying to keep this non-spoilerish while giving info. And Ada did give me some info back, which may or may not have changed one of my theories. Well, actually it did, but kept another one alive. But I have been thinking about what I've already read, and I have more theories. So yeah. Last week I read in 58-page blocks for this book, and I'm going to be doing the same for this week. However, I am not aiming to read more than 50 pages per night for the next 4 nights. Obviously, I'm at work. Work can drain me, even if I'm just sat in the office doing admin, which is the majority of what my job is, but each day is different. So to not put pressure on myself, I'm reading no more than 50 pages a day, but no less than 50 pages a day as well. This book is 470 pages long. I am at page 263, I should say. So I have about 200 pages to do, so I can have this read by Friday and then get back to my crime thriller books, because let's just say the urge is coming back for a good crime thriller book, and I have a sequel that it's there. It's on my TBR. If you watch my vlogs, you'll know which book is left on my TBR if you watch my TBR video. So yes, I'll probably update you. I'm gonna be honest, probably gonna be Friday night once I finished. If I update you Wednesday or Thursday, great. If I finish earlier than Friday, be surprised. But yeah, and my little hope of reading 6 books for the remainder of the month isn't going to happen. It's down to 5 books. If I read more than 2 books this week, I'll be very surprised. However, the start of next month is, I want to say a week Thursday. No, a week tomorrow is the start of May. I ain't reading 5 books in a week, especially on a work week. If I somehow manage that. I have not left my flat apart from going to work. I have not gone shopping with my sister on the weekend. I have not done any plans that I potentially have on the weekend. Someone come and check on me. Going to be completely honest. So yes, I'm going to go read my pages, and I will see you later with an update. Like I said, probably Friday, but if it's before Friday, you're going, Michelle, for remembering to update. Hello. It's Friday. Of course, I haven't stuck to my 50 pages a day. No shock there. But I don't have to go to bed early today for work. So it's 7:58. So my plan is read 50 pages, watch a video, read 50 pages, watch a video. I will have this book finished by 11 tonight, because I have about 150 or 200. Don't matter, this book will be finished tonight. In other potentially not great news, I've just filmed a part of my May TBR video to decide how many books will be on there. I think my reaction says all. So I will update you when I finish the book and my thoughts, because it will be tonight. It will be. Hello, at 10 o'clock Friday, I've just finished The Hurricane Wars. I'm giving it a 4 stars. I thoroughly enjoyed that second half a lot more than the first. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect to laugh. But the scene after the wedding, I giggled. I'm not gonna lie, I giggled. It is obvious-ish what the big bad is that was mentioned in the synopsis, or who the big bad is, which was kind of obvious. I like we've had development-ish between these characters. I'm not gonna lie, it feels a bit jarring thinking about it, about these characters going from enemies to lovers, especially with how bad the enemies got. I don't want to say it feels out of nowhere, because obviously the saying is hatred and love, it's the same side of the same coin, well, two sides of the same coin, you know, it's fine line between hate and love. It's a little bit jarring, but it is nice to read it enemies to lovers, that's natural, enemies to lovers. As I said earlier, I do have a theory or two. I have a feeling they will come back. That last chapter, again, kind of saw it coming. I think there's going to be a twist with one or two characters not being who they appear to be. It set up the sequel quite nicely. I believe it's a duology. The second book's due out in December. I'll be getting it. Because it set up this book. It built this world where you kind of know you know what's going on in this world. It's built up a history of certain places, the history of these characters' families, the lineage, the stories, the magic has been developed. I'm not gonna lie, all that goes over my head. I'm not a science fiction girl. It's an element of science fiction. I know it's a fantasy, but magic is an element of science fiction in my opinion. I kinda get the magic. Kinda. It's possible that it's explained really well and I'm just not getting it. If that is the case, let me know. As I do tend to say with fantasy books, if I don't get the magic, I don't rate it a 5-star, and I don't get the magic 100%. I think I get about 25-30% with this book. So for me, I can't rate it 5 stars, and there is something missing. I don't know what it is. I ended this book and I was like, oh, okay. It was kind of is that it? In my opinion, it just ended. Not in a bad way though. Like I said, it set up the second book really well. There are storylines that can naturally be evolved in the second book, but it just ended. There was, and I'm not saying I wanted a cliffhanger. I don't know what I just wanted something else. So yeah, 4 stars. Book 15, read of the year. I have time for one more book for the end of this month. Which I think I know what book that will be, that I will be reading over this weekend only. I think, but I will explain more throughout the vlog. Well, throughout the rest of the vlog, because I'm really tired and I'm blathering. So yeah, like I said, I think I know what that book will be. Will I change it? Possibly. If you've not my TBR, if you've watched my TBR video, you'll know what book that is. Like I said, it could change, but because it's a sequel that I really, really want to get to, probably not. But let's see. But I'm going to go. I'm going to go to sleep. I will write my review in my book journal for Hurricane Wars. I need to start updating Bookstagram. I'm really sorry if you follow me on there. I don't know why you would, but thank you. But I really need to update that. And maybe that's my goal for the rest of this month, update that. But yeah, but hopefully I will read all my book and then end April only four books behind my target. But yeah. I'll stop blathering and I'll see you tomorrow with the update on what I read. Hello, Saturday afternoon. Apologies for the slanted angle. Again, you're on the bed. I am sticking with the book that or the last book I should say, on my TBR for April, which is Voices of the Dead by Ambrose Parry, book 4 in the Raven Fisher and Smith, I think it is. Series. This is a series of books based in Edinburgh in the 1800s, and it's basically like you are seeing 3 people who work in the medical field, like as medicine develops, and the society at that time. Yes, that's a very, very, very brief summary of this series. I really enjoy it for the historical aspect, the thriller mystery aspect, and the fact that the medicinal knowledge is quite top notch, because Ambrose Parry is the pen name for 2 authors. The internationally best-selling and multi-award winning Chris Brookmeyer and consultant anaesthetist of 20 years experience, Dr. Marissa Heitzman. They are a couple, and it does actually say that they were inspired by the gory details, of that Heitzman uncovered during her history of medicine degree, which is what prompted them to write this series. This series has become a fast favourite of mine. I read the first 2 books, The Way of All Flesh and The Art of Dying. I can't remember, someone got me for Christmas or birthday. I read them in paperback, love them. I straight went on and pre-ordered the 3rd book, A Corruption of Blood, and then as soon as I heard about Voice of the Dead, it was straight pre-ordered as well, which means I will be looking for book 1 and 2 in hardback. So if anyone knows where I can get them quite like cheap, not like £20 for used, let me know. But yeah, it's a series I said, it's a series I thoroughly enjoy. I relatively, if I can speak, I can read this quite quick. I'm not aiming to have like 50% read today. I'm not going to I have nothing planned for tomorrow, so I can just read all day. Well, obviously if I haven't get to work, but yeah, I can just read all day. So if I read at least 100 pages tonight, I will be happy with it, or even 50, I'll be a happy sheller. But I'm not starting straight away. I have just finished sorting out my TBR jar for filling my May TBR tomorrow. As in I've added books to it, and I've took books out that I've read or DNF'd or on hold, and let's just say there is quite a few ones just fallen. So majority are green coloured. If you are new to my TBR jar, I will give you a quick explanation of the colours. So orange is books hauled from 2022 or before, green is books hauled in 2023, and yellow is books hauled in 2024. So as you can see by the little forwarded, majority are green that I read last year. Well, it's last year and this year, which is quite good, and there was 1 orange in there, and 2 yellows. I think I have about 5 or 6 orange left in here. So hopefully I will pick them up tomorrow, pick them out when I'm doing my TBR, or more green. But yeah, no, it's quite good. I need to make it more regular to go through this and get rid of the books that I've already read or DNF'd or on hold. Because before I did that, it was literally up, over there, which doesn't look like a lot, but as you saw by that pile, it is, and it looks like I have more books to read than I do, and no one needs that anxiety every time you look at the jar. So I need to make a plan to go through the bits of paper, I don't know, once every 4 months. But yeah, so that's my reading / TBR update. So I'll probably update you tomorrow with my progression through Voice of the Dead, my thoughts at that time, and if I think I will finish it tomorrow. So yeah, I'll update you then. Hello, Sunday morning. I want to say just, but it's not even 10:30 yet, so it's still Sunday morning in my eyes. Just thought I would give you a quick update on Voice of the Dead. I didn't read 100 pages. I'm 54 pages in. Really enjoyed it. Got really confused in the first chapter because I was like, whoa, did I miss something between book 3 and book 4? And then realised I was getting my characters mixed up from book 3. So possibly a series where I need to reread book 4 before I read book 5 if book 5 ever comes out. I say if it ever comes out, this only came out last year, so no pressure on the authors, but if you want to carry the series on, I would most appreciate. But yeah, so 13% of the way through, loved what I have read. Fell straight back into this world and these characters. There are still storylines that are going on from book 1 that are still going on, and I'm loving it. So yeah, will I have it finished today? I'm not aiming on it. I'm not aiming for it, I should say, even. I don't want to finish it today for 2 reasons. Purely for the fact that I need to film, I need to film at least my May TBR. I should film my wrap up for January, February, March. Will I don't know. And then the other reason is, if I finish it today, there is still 2 months left of April. I don't think I have any books on my TBR shelves that I know I could finish in 2 days. Like, there are authors on there where I'm like, oh yeah, I could get you read in like 2 days. But with work and other things going on, I'm like, I can't say for certain I would finish in 2 days. I don't want to start a book to have to carry on to May, because I won't include it on my TBR because I won't have started today. So yeah, if I can get 50%, I'll be happy today with this. But chances are I will get to 50%, but yeah, I'll finish it. So yeah, aim for today is to read another 50 pages, then go take my shower, get dressed, get ready, film my TBR, get that edited, uploaded, not live yet, uploaded, and then film my wrap up / do some editing. So then read. Obviously read in between as well. I want to do the whole read 50 pages, do something else, read 50 pages, do something else. I'm thinking of doing read for half an hour and then do something else half an hour, but it depends on how long I film and I'm blabbering. So yes, I'm going to go read my next 50 pages, then hop in the shower, so I'll update you probably about 6ish with where I am and if I will finish tonight. And I apologise for the blabbering. Hello, Sunday evening. It is 7:45. I normally would wrap my vlogs up now, but I have about 150 pages left of Voice of the Dead. I will read a bit more tonight. I just won't vlog it. Afterwards, because I will be literally in bed ready to sleep. But because I have so little left and there is only 2 days left of the month, and I don't really want to do another vlog where I literally have 2 days of a month and one of them's literally just me saying I finished the book. That for me doesn't make sense. So you will see me tomorrow, Monday, saying hopefully I finish this book. So yeah, current thoughts, loving it. I fell in love with this series within like the first 20% of the first book, and the love for it has never disappeared. I'm loving the fact that we have these characters now that are well established, that are now finding out more about themselves, I'll say, and what they want and how they're going to get it. Also, while it being very obvious their feelings for each other and them having to work out around going back to being friends while having these feelings there and having things that could stop them being together. Yeah, I'm loving it. I just love it. So yeah, I can't really say much more without spoiling anything. So yeah, at the moment it's a strong 4 stars. It is a strong 4 stars. There is something stopping the 5 stars. But yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it feels really weird not stopping the vlog now. So yeah, I will update you tomorrow evening where hopefully I'll be saying I finished. and I can then get my journal ready for May. Sneak peek at the TBR for May. Hello, Monday evening. It is 5 to 10. So I'm speaking quiet, and it's going to be a very quick wrap up of this vlog. Just finished Voices of the Dead. 5 stars. I've given every book in this series 5 stars, and this book was no different. We are straight back in the action with these characters that we've grown to know and love. The main storyline, there were so many twists and turns that when we finally got the big reveal at the end, I was like, I didn't see that coming. It was wrapped up quite well, this story. I like the fact we had more background characters coming more to the front, and it seems like one of them may be becoming a bit more involved with our core 3. Yeah, and it's the fact that the background characters are now getting like developed on their own as well, and they're not just they're just slotted in and out of the story. You don't need to know more about them. They're being developed. We're learning more about these characters. Yeah, and then the ending, I was like, oh, okay, that's going to be interesting going forward. Yeah, and I'm liking what I hope to be a friendship being developed between a couple of the female characters, because I think 2 of them need it, because I think I want to say the tension, but then, yeah, is tension the right word? Yes, the tension between Will and Sarah, I think, needs to not impact on other relationships going forward. If you read this book, you know what I mean. But yeah, 5 stars. So that's this week done, and April done. Tomorrow is the 31st of April. However, I'm not reading another book for this month. I'm potentially going to cheat and start a book from my May TBR. But let's see how I feel tomorrow, because I do have plans tomorrow. And I need to be in bed early because I have quite an important meeting at work on Wednesday. So wrapping this vlog up, one series started, loved, and one series continued and loved. So yeah, overall a good April. I finished 4 books behind on my goal for the year. However, if I can get May's TBR done, well read, that will be an issue. But yeah, until the next video, bye.